name is Niall Moriarty. I'm an on-demand sales manager for Comcast advertising. The biggest challenge facing connected TV teams right now, I think, is a multitude of things. I think partially it's a very tough market where I think a lot of brands aren't quite sure what's going on, partially through global events and so many different other factors that we're also taking in. But also I think through rising costs as well, it then can make it quite difficult to know where to go. And I think particularly in relation to the CTV space, there are so many different players in market that it can make it very difficult to find exactly who you need to go to and reach those audiences. I think it makes it more of an even playing field across the market. I think, I've come from Sky, where I think broadcasters for a long time took the lion's share of budgets and really had the lion's share of audiences, whereas I think now with different trends where people are moving to different ways of consuming content, it makes it more egalitarian and it really diversifies how we need to reach audiences. I think the granularity of targeting, personally for me, and what we're able to do and how we're able to reach audiences. But I think even just today, it's been proven that CTV brands are working more and more towards premium content, with Samsung having the rights to the Bundesliga, and even with DAZN having rights to the World Cup. I think it's really showing that it's diversifying where these brands are going and even where the content's going. And I think we're going to see a massive shake-up across TV. I think attribution is a massive point that brands and publishers, and I think across the industry, we all want to know and understand, where before it was very much a very large net to try and reach audiences. People want to try and reach audiences as and where they watch content and really make sure that they are not having quote-unquote waste. And I think because of that, everybody wants to make sure their budget and their pennies are going that much further to reach their audiences. I think definitely across the granularity of reporting that we see. I mean, from Comcast advertising, we're very, very granular in what we do. And we don't just mark our own homework, we also get third party to look over our reporting. But I think, again, there's this appetite and demand from brands to really hone in on their content and really hone in on what is relevant to their audiences. As I think, especially coming from all different areas across media, it looks fantastic on the plan when you have a really piece of sexy content on the plan and across the platform. So I think that's definitely something that CTV is already working towards, but we'll see where it goes. I think I don't like to crystal ball gaze and predict. I think in some ways it needs to be a lot more collaboration. Because ultimately, when one of us wins, we will all start to win. When we prop each other up, it will help the whole industry. I think there's definitely a lot of conversation about taking budget from here, taking audience from there. Even in the conversation we just had, they were discussing where they're taking their audiences from. But I think if we can prop each other up and support one another, overall we'll see, I think, definite growth across CTV, because ultimately we're all trying to achieve the same thing here. So I think collaboration is definitely important, and even for me, I think collaboration is a great way to go.